Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about the Bungie just catastrophe that's happening over for their art and their response to it and the actual details in it. We're going to be on PC Gamer today, as well as the Twitter account for Bungie Marathon dev team. It'll be linked down in the description if you'd like to check out this article or the Twitter account for yourself. So, the title goes, Bungie confirms it stole art once again, will undertake a thorough review of Marathon assets, and this article has been updated since it was posted originally. Update, Bungie lays the blame on a former artist. And honestly, first of all, I can't believe Bungie did this again, because they did this with Destiny 2. And secondly, I don't believe them. I think they just are sorry that they got caught again, because it really does feel like this isn't a simple couple assets. Like, it feels like almost the entire aesthetic of Marathon is this guy's artwork, and it just can't be this simple. It can't, like, some of it is literally copy pasted with slight edits, or like some of them is it's crazy. Actually, it's actually insane that they did this. And honestly, I feel like I don't even know if it was proven that it was actually AI art. I feel like it would have been even less of a it still would have been bad, obviously, but the fact that they basically stole this entire person's portfolio is just so bad and hilarious, because once again, this isn't the first time Bungie has done this. And it's really stupid. They really shouldn't need to do this. So just before we get into the article, I'd like to remind everyone, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video. So if you would enjoy something like that, please subscribe. Bungie is once again being accused of using designs of an independent artist without permission, pay, or attribute. In a post on X earlier today, visual artist Real said that Marathon's environment art uses designs elements pulled directly from her 2017 poster designs. Bungie is of course not obliged to hire me when making a game that draws overwhelmingly from the same design language I have refined for the last decade, Real said in follow-up tweets, but clearly my work was good enough to pillage for ideas and plaster all over their game without pay or attribution. So this is the post that they made, and as you can see, it is literally just copy pasted. Sometimes, like for instance, this thing is slightly changed, this is slightly turned, and this is literally their logo, which is hilarious. They literally took the logo, they flipped this, and it's over here too. There's some more blatant ones too. Like, even the text on this thing is just right here for some reason. Like, the text is here. There are actually some more blatant ones that were later found as well. As evidence, Real uploaded screenshots from in-game footage from the recent Marathon Alpha playtest, comparing designs and logos seen throughout in the in-game environments with poster designs work that she'd posted on Twitter in 2017. Which is crazy because it is now 2025, so they took art from 8 years ago, thinking no one would notice because it was so old. I bet that's what they were banking on. The fact that it was so old that it wasn't actually going to be noticed, which is terrible. It's actually awful. Compared with the original designs, which are still visible on X, there are fairly blatant similarities. A design element from one of the anti-reals posters of the world Aleph in all caps, paired with the text dark space logistics, seems to appear unaltered on a series of Marathon structures. A sequence of logos and boxes seen on games, in-game tarps, and sheeting appears to be pulled directly from another anti-real poster. Taking a look at gameplay of Marathon Alpha available on YouTube, PC Gamer confirmed that double arrow logo from a third anti-real design was visible in-game. Yeah, like, these are all the logos that they use. Real said that she hasn't been able to pursue legal action against Bungie due to lack of resources. In 10 years, I have never made a consistent income from this work, and I am tired of designers from huge companies mood boarding and parasiting my designs while I struggle to make a living, Real said. And it's even crazy because it's Bungie. It's not like they have a small budget. They could have just bought the art. Like, if they thought, oh man, this is so good for our game, they could have just bought it, which is crazy. Or at least credited, or like, they could have just asked. Because, I mean, honestly, a big company like that is like, hey, can we pay you for this? And most small-time artists like Real isn't going to say a crazy number, because unfortunately most of them don't really know like how much they can get paid, but like getting paid for it in general would be crazy for them, especially because Bungie asked you. So it's like, Bungie, it's not like they would have had to like foot an entire like 6 or 7 digit number to pay for this art, most likely. Like, they could have just bought it. This isn't the first time Bungie has been accused of using the work of independent artists without permission. Just last year, Bungie admitted fan art was used while designing a Destiny 2 Nerf gun and promised to compensate the credit the artist. In 2023, Bungie said it would do the same for another artist in after an in-game Destiny 2 cutscene featured near identical similarities to their artwork. And in 2021, Bungie confirmed that the fan art of Ziwu Arth was accidentally used in a trailer for the Witch Queen expansion. Yeah, so like Bungie does this all the time, it feels like, and like, why haven't they learned at all? Like, just if you like it so much, just buy it, and no one would bat an eye if you bought it and then used it in a thing. In fact, I think a lot of artists would love that. In replies to Anti-Real's accusation, another ex-user noted that she's followed by Marathon franchise art director Joseph Cross on the platform. Anti-Real said that Cross and other Bungies have followed her for a few years, but said she never communicated with them. Yeah, this is another thing that I remember seeing as well. Literally, the art director follows them on Twitter or X, and like a bunch of the art team does. And so it's like, it's really it's not a good look for Bungie, and I just can't imagine this being very good for them at all. Bungie has issued a statement via the Marathon dev team account on X. And we're going to be looking at on there because this is just the direct thing. We're going to look at that in a little bit. One incident would be unfortunate, but almost yearly accusations of unattributed art use seems to indicate a systematic dysfunction in Bungie's art department. Yeah, I would say. Even though Bungie now has a record of admitting fault and retroactively crediting encompassing artists, it's hard to brush these incidents off as honest mistakes when it's the fourth time its artists have allegedly plucked designs from other people's work. Yeah, at this point, I feel like I don't know why, cannot see a consistent reason why this has happened so many times, other than the fact that they're trying to get away with it without paying for stuff, which is really scummy to do. And honestly, at this point, I don't even feel that mean to say that. The people who are doing this need to either be fired or just like get a reality check, because this is too much. This is too many times. And this is becoming a really big problem, especially with all the AI art stuff that's happening now. Artists aren't getting recognized. And when you're a big company like Bungie, this shouldn't have happened. Like, it shouldn't have happened like twice, let alone 4 times at this point. Because if Bungie messaged Anti-Real and said, hey, we love these designs, can we buy it? I don't see a situation where Anti-Real says no in any reasonable amount of communication. Like, sure, there could be negotiations of the price and like the whatever rights and stuff like that, and if they want to have more stuff done by them, but like, I don't see a situation where they say no. And I also don't see where it is such a crazy hit in the budget that it does matter. You know what I mean? I don't see Anti-Real saying that this is going to be like a seven figures worth of art assets, you know? Like, even in the screenshots, it's just little symbols and stuff like that. And to be fair, there are bigger problems. There are some problems where like literally it's just copy pasted and not even slightly changed. So it does seem really bad, but the fact that it's Bungie doing it, it's also bad because they have a history of stuff like this. And then we go over to their Twitter account, and a big problem I also have with this is on the Marathon dev team Twitter account, which is a significantly smaller Twitter account than like the main, like it should have been the main Bungie one or the main Marathon Twitter account, honestly, if they're going to apologize at all. We immediately investigated a concern regarding unauthorized use of art decals in Marathon and confirmed that a former Bungie artist included these in texture sheets that was ultimately used in the game. And I feel like former is trying to play a huge role in this statement. The issue was unknown by our existing art team, and we are still reviewing how this oversight occurred. We take matters like this very seriously, and we've reached out to Anti-Real to discuss this issue and are committed to do the right by the artist. As a matter of policy, we do not use the work of artists without their permission. Yeah, well, I mean, no duh. To prevent similar issues in the future, we're conducting a thorough review of our in-game assets, specifically those done by former Bungie artists, and implementing stricter checks to document all artist contributions. We value the creativity and dedication of all artists who contribute to our games, and we're committed to doing right by them. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. And I hate to say it, but I just don't believe them. I do believe that they will hopefully set it right with their main artist, Anti-Real, and hopefully they will actually get some good compensation from this, but I just don't believe them. They just got caught, and I feel like it's just a matter of fact that they got caught, because this is not the first time. Like, if this was a first time oopsies, we can be like, okay, a former Bungie artist included these designs and didn't get permission and it didn't get caught. First of all, that system is horrible. Like, I don't understand how you have a system like that. I thought the whole point of having an art team for a game was so they made stuff for the game. So why is this artist just taking stuff from Twitter? Like, it's okay. And I think the biggest thing is that we've seen these art assets Now, to be fair, I am not an artist. I will fully admit that. But these don't look so complicated that I would feel like you would need to steal them. Like, this is literally just two arrows. And I'm not saying this as like a bad thing for the artist. They look really good. And they look really good and in theme as well. So, like, you can't tell me this was going to be that difficult for an artist to make within a reasonable time frame. So like on all these logos and stuff, it's like the word former is definitely trying to pull a huge weight in this, and I just feel like they're trying to scapegoat this. And this is even in the fact that I think Marathon is going to be a dead on arrival game, but like it's not looking good. The fact that the game has sold like terrible art assets, stolen art assets, and hopefully the artist gets compensated. And I at this point I feel like it is going to happen again with Bungie, because it constantly happens. So I mean, hopefully it doesn't, but I don't have a lot of trust in Bungie anymore for a very long time, to be fair. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they get a good compensation from it. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it. I understand. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'd appreciate if you really help me out and subscribe to the channel. Once I do hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a Q&A video. If you're interested in that, please subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think about this whole situation. You just heard my opinion. I would love to hear your opinion on this. If you'd like to follow me on other places, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads at the Technojelly at all social media stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye, everyone.